Welcome back, students. Robert Burrell here, and we're continuing the little movies on how to add a rhythm section to a melody. We've looked at our melody. We've already added 2 bars of piano, some bass and some drums, and we're assuming that the guitarist is going to follow the chords written above the melody and the rhythm of the piano. So let us just continue putting these in. The next chord is E flat augmented. So we want an E flat in the bass, followed by a C minor chord, so a C in the bass. And then there's a B flat chord for a whole bar, so I'll have a B flat in the bass. And because we're repeating the chord, we can repeat the B flat, but after the tonic or the root of the chord, it's best to go to the 5th degree of the chord. And then it goes on into the next bit. We don't want to go there yet. I want to just add the chords. So an E flat augmented chord has E flat, it has C, start again, E flat, G, and then the 5th of the chord, which is B flat, is augmented, or if you like, made sharper. We can repeat the root of the chord, that's fine. C minor 7, flat 5. We have a C. We need the 3rd of the chord, which is E flat, so we choose the same voicing. We need the 7th of the chord, which is B flat. We need the 5th of the chord, which is G, and we need to flatten that like that. So that is our chord. We've got the root, the 3rd, the 7th, the flat 5. Now we just need an ordinary old B flat chord. So we already have a B flat here. Let's repeat it again. The E flat moves to the D. The G flat will come down to an F, and we can just copy and paste that into the latter half of that bar. Alright, now we can copy this to our bass and take it down an octave. We've got a simple drumming pattern. We're going to keep the pattern going, but in this bar we need to do something more because there's an opportunity for it. If we listen carefully, we can hear that the bar is crying out for something to happen, and it's the end of a 4-bar pattern, and usually the drummer would do something, just something different. Let's hear what we've got so far. So I hear, as an answer to the da da dee dee da da da, I hear a da dee da da da, something like that, da dee da da da. So I'm going to go about doing that. I go into my 2nd voice, and I'm going to put in a bass kick here, da da, a da 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 will be a T tickety, so da 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 da, and now another bass, and then just another snare. Alright, and then I can add a little bit of hi-hat to that. Don't forget that a drummer, a real live drummer, only has 2 hands, so don't write too much for him to be doing during this occasion. So that's about as much as he's going to play whilst he's doing that little fill. So we'll make that into a minim. We'll give him a rest here, and then we'll let him start playing again. So now that we have a pattern which will sound something like this and kick into the next 4 bars. Alright, notice that the fill was simple and it was all performed on the snare. Now that we have that, it's a very simple thing to take that whole 4 bars of our drumming pattern and copy it to the next 4 bars, and when we get to here, just do something slightly different. And it's quite easy to do. We might just change the pitch of this note there, and you will find how surprisingly interesting that can become. We can even change that one there, but let's just listen to this. We're in bar 9, 10, about there somewhere. And we just moved that one note there, and that made that a lot more interesting. And another thing that we could do is maybe put in another kick in the snare, in the kick drum, and that'll give us a nice turnaround, taking us back to the repeat of this passage. So let's hear what that sounds like. That sounds a bit like this. That brings us to the end of this little video. Thank you.